So, good morning and welcome to this week's masterclass. Something that is really important just now, basically all the time. And I'm going to share the screen so that you can actually see where it is. And it's focus on your assets. In this 3D paradigm, we seem to focus on not the assets. What does that mean? Negative self-talk about ourselves, saying how we're not good enough, and all that blah, blah, blah. It's just 3D paradigm. It's the world of duality that we live in. It's not actually real. It's an illusion. And if we were to focus on our assets, what would happen? What would happen to your life personally, professionally? What would happen to the community, your family, the globe, like the expansion that we would be? So we're going to focus on that one. And I'm going to break down the words again, the focus part. Where is your focus? What has your focus been on? And are you focusing on something that was said to you as a child or yesterday or a long time ago? Because quite often we do that. We hold these beliefs. A belief is a story you tell yourself according to medical intuition. We hold these in our bones of, yeah, but you know what? So I'm going to give you an example. So today's lesson is focus on your assets. So I just recently wrote my ninth book and a story. When I go and write the book, pretend I'm a virgin at writing a book, as though I've never done it before, and some nerves will come in. That's great because we need that nervousness or excitement to be there. There was a tiny little story that wanted to enter my head, enter this precious real estate, my brain saying, yeah, but your year 11 teacher told you you were hopeless and you can't write. And remember, you're dyslexic. And it was just starting to go. And it was going from like a tiny little thought to like it was just growing and growing and growing. And I went, but wait, you're my real estate. You're not squatting in my mind for free. Wait, it was focus. And so we can focus sometimes on a story that happened back there, whatever back there, past life, past this life, or whatever you've said to yourself. But why focus on that? Because when you focus on something, that opens up part of your brain, just here at the brainstem, called the reticular activating system or the RAS. The reticular activating system is a sieve. So imagine this is the sieve, and imagine down here is all of your empty, pure potential, your brain. And if you let that thought or focus go through the sieve down here, all of your potential goes and focus on that. So, for example, my RAS is so focused on find the hearts in everything. And they will be. Like the abundance of hearts are everywhere, just everywhere, whether it be in vomit, whether it be in a mandarin skin, whether it be in a cloud, whether it be in an egg. I cracked an egg the other day, and it had two yolks, and the way it blooped, and I went, "Oh my gosh, it's a heart. I should take a photo. I haven't got time to see it. Cook it and eat it." So your focus affects this reticular activating system, and once it goes through the filter, what we tend to do on this 3D paradigm is keep feeding the focus. Just keep it because the filter said, "Oh, she's let that through. He's let that through. Let it come through. It's good. Just come on in. Oh, you're another shitty thought. Come on in. You come and squat in the brain for free. Yeah, no problem. He won't matter. It doesn't matter. Come on in." So, what is your focus? Can you change your RAS? Of course. There's modalities like NLP and coaching and healing modalities that can support you, but you can also make a decision to decide something is to cut, just to go, that's it, enough, that's enough. And so if you made a decision to go, make a decision right this moment, I decide that I'm only focusing on that, not that. Choose the words, I'm focusing on that, not that. Rather than saying, I don't focus, I won't, but whatever. It's like, enough. I decide I'm focusing on that. That's what I'm going to focus on. And as soon as we make that decision, this RAS or filtration system goes, wait a minute, oh, wait. And so that thought, that negative thought, that whatever you want to call it, starts to come through and it's like, that can't come through because your mind is like a gatekeeper. Only going through. So that focus, what do you want to focus on? Do you want to keep focusing on and playing the story and the belief? A belief is the story you keep on telling yourself. Do you want to keep on focusing on, well, I can't. I'm done. I'm whatever. And then if we go to the woo-woo of the I am that I am, the only answer of I am that I am, you guys know this, is your pure perfection love. Duh. So that's what needs to come through again. And if we remember, I'm pure perfection love. And perfect does not mean the perfect size, the perfect shape, although you're already that. It means that I am love. So if I know that to be true, this is what I know to be true, then what to focus on, well, anything's possible. Anything is possible. And you guys know from my book, Secret Codes to Success, it always works out. So what is your focus? Now, this is your play this week, by the way. What is your focus? And are you focusing on, and catch yourself out, because now your reticular activating system is being triggered by what's being said today. And it's like, it's going to go, wait, oh, what? I just caught myself out. I just said, and I just thought, and I just accepted, blah, blah. It's not my focus. Because part of focus is, are you accepting what you say to yourself? And here's the doozy. Are you accepting what they say, whoever they are? Because it's not real. It's their reality, it's their point of view, and it's fantastic. And give them full credit. Thank you. That's an interesting point of view. Thank you so much for that. That's it. Finish. End of conversation. No more. And because you say thank you, there's a huge energy for those that have done my what do you call it? Happy Money module. I can't think of what it's called. The Happy Money module is all about thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. That in itself is thank you for saying that, which is I've made a decision. That's not my reality. That's not my truth. Thank you. That is interesting. And it is interesting. If they're going to turn around and say, well, you're not good enough or blah, 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 whatever, or you shouldn't be doing, that's interesting. It's interesting because it's not your point of view anymore. That's an interesting point of view. Now, if they want to carry on, that's cool too. Thank you. That's an interesting point of view. You don't have to answer, give reasons, excuses, or justify yourself for your focused point of view. That is a new paradigm. And the new paradigm is here. It's not like we're going shopping for it and when we get there, it's here. And so in that focus, that's an interesting point of view. That then stops what is happening at the moment with a huge astrological shift and a huge paradigm shift of people behaving like 14-year-olds. Let's just go into politics for 5 seconds. I've got leaders in politics acting like 14-year-olds, bickering on Twitter or X or whatever it's called. Hello. So, same point of view. Are you going to focus on that? No. What are you going to focus on? As you're scrolling, what are you focusing on? Because with the algorithms, if you focus on the negative in any of the social media, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and whatever's there, what's going to happen is all the spider webs are going to send all that blah, blah to you. Whereas I get great blah, blah. It's fantastic. What's your focus? What's your focus if you really want to get something done? Are you on social media all the time? Because that's not feeding your brain. That can actually be sculpting your brain as well. So remember, your sieve back here, your reticular activating system, does know what's real or not real. It just goes, okay, sure. All right, let that in. Yeah, come on in. Oh, no, you can't, but you come on in. So where is your focus? That's number one. The next one, when I share the screen for you, is on yours. Yours, not anyone else's, yours. In this 3D paradigm, we have what I call unawakened emotions that I teach in medical intuition. And unawakened emotions are things like anger, aggression, sadness, depression, competition, comparing. Now, if, for example, right at the moment, I have got a little green ant crawling on this is so, so beautiful. I'm teaching animal medical intuition this weekend, and where the green ant come from is on my computer running across the top, which indicates comparison is a sting. How's that? I love it. It's a manifestation. So focus on what is yours, not anyone else's comparison. When you compare yourself to Gertrude or Frank, what you're doing is then you're making it harder for yourself. You want to compare with yourself. You know what? I do remember when I did that a little bit better. I cooked that chocolate cake a little bit better. What did I do again? Oh, yeah. I didn't have the oven on so high, and then I used that pan. Compare to yourself, but don't compare to others. Because when you do that, your focus will go down the gurgler. And by going down the gurgler, you actually hurt yourself mentally. So what's yours? Your point of view, your feeling, your goal, your vision, it's yours. It's yours to own. Yours to own and have. In the Secret Codes to Success book, I say, if that thought is not loving, it's not yours to own or have. It's just not yours. But there's a but, and in coaching and NLP, you're not allowed to use the word but. But I'm going to use the word but. But if you let it in, out, just like my little green ant here, which little, but I've got a big bite. So then your assets. What is an asset? An asset is something that glows and make you feel good. Today we know assets to be your house and your money and gold and blah, 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 blah. But really, it's you. Because it's the gold and the car and the house and the what or house or whatever you've got, stock shares and whatever goes, it's only one asset. It's me. Well, you, but me. You're the only asset. And with this, focus on your assets is boundary setting. Boundary setting is when you know your asset, and your asset could be your time. In business, your time is limited. It's like, well, are you going to waste your time on what's known as tire kickers? And that sounds kind of brutal, Jean. Yep, it's time for brutal. The reason for brutal is because I want you to focus on you and your assets. Tire kickers that are going to waste your time are going to find out, And what they're called, tire kickers, I had to learn the saying, was they go shopping for a car and then they look at this car and they pick everything that's wrong and keep asking questions, and they're not intending to buy anyway. And it's not about the buying, but you want to attract people that see your asset. And if they don't want it, they don't want it. So for me, I share my things and go, hey, do you want it? If you don't want it, no problems. It's all good. If you do, come on and play. But beware, if you come and play, I'm going to absolutely give you value and give you some goodies and things like that. If you don't want that, there's no problems either. I'm not involved because I focus on my assets. And yesterday we finished teaching sacred geometry, platonic solids, the beautiful practitioners. And some of you are here on this weekend, so congratulations to you guys. And in that process, I said, can I have feedback? Do you like the overgiving that I do? Thank you, Donna. The giving that I do. Here's another thing. Here's another thing. Here's another thing. Because I get feedback at this time of year, ready for July. And that came about because I've had a couple of people say to me, you give too much. It just repulses me where you give. No props. This is finding out. Do people want stuff? No, it's want stuff. That's no props. All good. So if you focus on your asset, and your asset is all of the full expression of you. Now, whether that be you tell dad jokes, whether that be that you're good at cooking chocolate cake, your modality, smiling, walking, being quiet and reserved, talking lots, whatever it is. So it's embracing the full aspect of you. And in regards to business, we'll go to personal. Your asset. Are you wasting time on people that are going to complain? Now, I've done some masterclasses in the past about complaining and what it does. It dumps us down. And if you're wasting time with people that complain, what happens? You might be on this higher frequency. They complain down here, you're going to drop. And then you're going to be in that energy. You're going to walk away from the conversation. And then you're going to go, I don't feel so bad. what's going on? Sure. Okay, that's an interesting point of view. And they'll walk away. Or, yeah, I'm not going. Yeah, easy, make a decision. It's in the gallbladder. Gallbladder is about people pleasing, procrastinating, putting yourself first. Make a decision. And if you make a decision not to people please, to put yourself as a priority, imagine what would happen. So, and I know I'm speaking really fast this morning, but this is a fast decision lesson. Focus on your assets. Simple. Simples. Focus on your assets. First thing in the morning, how do you wake up? Excuse me. First thing in the morning, how do you wake up? I wake up saying thank you. I wake up. Who can I create value for? It's just a little ritual that I started many, many years ago. And that value is for my husband, for my children. It used to be for my dog. The next one is you go. Because for me, focusing on my asset, you guys are my asset. I love to love people's. Now, whether it was nursing, pathology, even autopsies, and this work, that's my asset because then I can support people I love when people are supported and they get a something from what I offer. So, if you go to bed at night, do you focus on your assets? When you're chopping up the carrots for dinner, are you focusing on your assets? You're focusing, excuse me, focusing on, I didn't do it, then go into the complaining. That sieve, that reticular activating system is just going, okay, keep on having that. You keep filling up this amazing real estate with stuff and the stuff that's hurting you. So focus on your assets. That's this week's practice. What are you focusing on? Notice it. Don't be hard on yourself. Just go, there it is. Thank you. That's an interesting point of view. Or that's interesting. I don't know. And then notice your assets. Make a decision. Your RAS is there to help you. Your body's there to help you. Everything is there to help you. You do not have to play the 3D paradigm. Be the example of what's possible. You're already that. To be dare to be different, which is held in the thymus gland, is actually the example of what's possible. And although it might trigger people, it doesn't matter. Focus on your assets. They'll watch you, they'll learn from you. So focus. Let's go to some golden hearts. What's a golden heart? A golden heart is something that you got from this masterclass, and it's like it's dropped in. Gold is the color of alchemy, and it's like, got it. It's a gold. Oh my gosh. And then it's like coming into your heart space. And by sharing, we all get to learn, not just me sharing. This is part of Mr. School. We're a community. So if you're not able to unmute or you don't want to talk, that's no problems. In the chat, I'll just read it from the chat so that everyone hears your great wisdom as well. So we're going to go Donna, Lou, etc. And if you just unmute and give us a short insight, that'd be amazing.
Hi, Jean. Thank you for all of that. My golden nugget, golden heart from this morning is being reminded of and remembering that I am my best asset.
Bazinga. That's it. Pleasure. Can you imagine? Oh my gosh, excuse me, Lou and Sandra, because you're about to share. Can you imagine when we're born, we know this, and sometimes when people die, they notice this, because I know when I was nursing, I've noticed people when they die after doing that. Can you imagine if we remember this all the way through, what would be the ripple effect to people, to country, to the universe, to the world? So, Lou, it's all good, darling. It's tight. Back, okay. I'll have a look, darling, because I can't see it. Sandra, do you want to share? Lou, I'm going to open up the chat because they've changed Zoom and chatting. So I'll just write hello and that opens up the chat for you. Sandra, darling.
Yep. Morning, everyone. Yep. Thank you, Jean, for reminding me my asset is me. And yes, and to remind myself that I am a big giving. I give my heart to everyone. And if people don't want to receive it, that's not me. It's them. So thank you for reminding me that I am full of love and joy. Thank you.
There you go. Thank you. Let's go to Andrew, Kelly, and Karen.
Morning, everyone. Yeah, my takeaway or my golden moment, a heart, is what am I focusing on? List my assets within myself and have them around me. So I'm just reminded this week to focus on that and make a decision to stay focused on those. Catch myself out when I don't and just go, oh, without berating myself, just go, oops, that's interesting. And then just go shift back to my asset of me and my qualities. Thanks.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Andrew brought up a great thing. You could write out your assets each morning just for the week, just to get clear. By writing, it's not just wafting in the head. When we write it out, it brings out the quantum into the physical. Great, great idea. And then when Andrew said that, I actually thought of Homer Simpson. Instead of go, whatever, you can go, like make it fun when you actually see that oh, that's not an investment or an asset. So thank you, Andrew. Kelly.
Yeah, mine's probably similar to Andrew's is where am I putting my focus? I think it's been nothing and everything. So it feels probably more scattered instead of just focusing on myself and my assets. And going back to journaling because I haven't done that, and what I'm really grateful for every day and how I can help myself focus on those things.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you, Kelly. Good morning, Cameron. She can't talk. That's okay, darling. Oh, good, oh, good. Lou's got one of my assets, which I like the way Lou started that. One of my assets. Because when you look at people in the 3D paradigm and they say, oh, I own 12 houses and I own X gold. Yeah, one of my assets could be talking. One of my assets could be hairdressing. One of my assets, like you guys have got millions of assets. So I love that, Lou. One of my assets is my happiness in expressing myself in using color, clothes, and furnishings and loving it. It makes me happy and shares it around. Dum, dum, dum. And because she's got that asset, that investment, if I put into an asset as in a house and I invest it and renovate it and then rent it out and then eventually then sell it, whatever, that's what she's just done by saying one of my assets is my happiness. So happiness, expressing myself using color, clothes, furnishing, loving it, makes me happy. That's 10 assets she's just had in like a sentence. Now imagine that. Now, with these assets, the frequency of our body is uplifting. What happens is all the cells then go, they're all excited compared to, I'm a loser. I'm such a loser. Because what we're doing is assetting into that as well. By the way, my greenette is still walking round and round. So thank you, greenette. Thank you so much, Kelly. Lou, thank you, thank you. Let's go. Bonnie can't message or talk at the moment. Monique.
Morning, everyone. Thank you, Jean. Yeah, years ago I heard the saying comparison is the thief of joy. So my golden heart this morning was compared to self and not to others.
Yes. Because we're taught, like in business, we're taught, compare yourself to the other market, which sort of do, you need to do. So for me in medical intuition, I need to see what other medical intuitives are charging, what are they doing, all that. But it's not compare of, oh my God, they're doing it, I'm not. That just will hurt me and them and you guys. So the comparing part is looking at, yeah, today I walked a lot more steps than yesterday. What was happening? What did I do different? Oh, look, I got up earlier yesterday. I didn't. It's absolutely beautiful. And thank you for that saying, Monique. That was awesome. And I'll just check in with Karen. I'm just a thumbs up. You can talk or not. It can. Excuse me.
Hi there, good morning. Sorry, I didn't know if you'd said my name or not. My golden heart is remembering that I teach people to open their hearts when I teach yoga, and focusing on, the beauty that I have to offer, and writing down feels good too, because sometimes I feel it's challenging to remember my own, easier to focus on others. So
Yeah, beautiful, Carolyn. And thank you. Again, you guys have got wisdom. It is sometimes we're taught, well, 3D paradigm, we're taught, not on you, not what you want, over there. And sometimes it's easier to do that. But if you look at little children, Mummy, I'm really good at this. See how good I am at this? Look, 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 look. And they'll grab your attention. Or puppy, biting things. Look how good I am. So Cameron brings up a great thing. And then, why not? Like Andrew and Kelly and Carolyn, maybe just for this week, definitely get the image from the Facebook group, put it in screensaver, print it out, whatever. And what if, like I've done here, maybe write down your assets every single day, just to go, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Because that will make a massive difference for yourself. Even if it's 3 assets, so today it's 1 asset, tomorrow it's 7 assets, then the next day it might be different, because the amount of assets, as you heard from Lou's one sentence, was 10 assets. You guys have got many assets, huge. And what you do is you're opening up that reticular activating system, that filter, to go pop. And then, guess what? The universe says, great, we'll support you. We're just throwing in a thought that's coming in the air. Do you want to take it? Remember, that thought's not nothing. It's not yours time. So thank you, lovely ones, for joining me for the masterclass. Focus on your assets, because that's all you have. That's it. Bingo. So lots of love. Have the bestest day today and this week. And I look forward to seeing you next week, where we share more magic and mysteries. Bye.